It is day 109 and the sun is just about to come up over those trees. Henry, where are we?
We are in the middle of the Henry Jackson Wilderness area.
Are we really?
I think so.
Oh.
I forgot what his middle initial is.
Okay. And what?
And we're not actually in the middle. We're on the edge.
Okay. Why am I asking you this?
Because we have all of our combined trail miles just hit 1,000.0.
Yay!
And we don't have anything to celebrate with because we are 90 miles from our last resupply.
Yeah, and they didn't have a lot of good stuff to pack out anyway.
In a town that does not sell candy.
Yeah, that was weird. I was wanting to get a mini Coke, but yeah, I think just saying yay, taking a photo and a video, and continuing.
And eating my morning snack.
Maybe a morning
at
snack.
At 7:15, which is a king-size payday bar.
Oh, nice. You still has one left. I thought you ate all those.
Nope.
Last one.
I've been going 2 a day recently. How do you feel?
Good.
Good?
Good.
How are your injuries?
Pretty good. My foot hurts a little bit, but otherwise pretty good.
Me too. Pretty good.
All right, we have arrived at Pear Lake. It was a bit of a detour, but Henry, well, me too, but especially Henry, loves lakes and wants to see it. So he is taking a photo now, as you can see. The reflection is beautiful, but we're going to take a little break here, have a little snack. The mosquitoes are horrible, or bugs of some form, so I think I'm going to keep hiking, but it is lovely.
Whoa. It's a sweet sign. I'm not sure I've seen this blaze before. Well, the mosquitoes are terrible here. I don't know what happened. Our luck ran out. This is how bad they are. I'll show you. While I was drinking, one flew into my water bottle and is now dying in there. How to get him out? All right, time for an episode of Peak Bagging with Hank Lather. We are almost at the summit of Grizzly Peak, and that will be the third Grizzly Peak on this trip. The first was a fake mountain in Disneyland. The second was in NorCal, passed under it. But this will be the only one that I summit. All right, here's the summit of Grizzly Peak. Bagged. Now back to the PCT. Whoops, the best viewing spot was just like Point 1 South. Tadpoles, they're so cute. There's so many of them.
All right, guys, this is like the fourth break we've tried to take today, and the fourth one that has just been a nest of mosquitoes. They're everywhere. Even on the trail, I mean, they don't bother you too much because you're hiking, but I've been wearing my bug net because, you know, I got bugs going up my nose, and Henry got them flying in his mouth and all kinds of stuff. It's wild. It's not as bad as right before Bernie Falls. That is still the worst that we've experienced in our lives. But this is pretty bad. I just used the pit toilet. They were swarming there. That was fun. Anyway, it'd be really nice to find a place to take a break today. It's not swarming with mosquitoes, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Anyway, I'll show you the lake.
Here's another vintage one, but different. How many hours of sleep did you get last night?
6.
And how do you feel?
Tired.
Not like the Pammy from yesterday on 9 hours of sleep.
No. Wow, this is a really sparkly lake. That's beautiful. Okay, so quick little update. I am hiking toward Stevens Pass, and Henry, I'm about 2 miles away. Henry's probably already there, or certainly already there. So we'll be meeting there soon. But anyway, I was just walking along, and I was actually listening to a podcast. So I was like, the point is that I had something else in my ears, and I heard something through. I'm sure there's a lot of people out because it's like 4th of July weekend, so I want to make sure nobody's like coming up behind. Anyway, I heard something, and I was like, what is that noise? So I stopped and I paused my podcast. I took out my headphones, and I just heard this like sort of like crunching of sticks and stuff going on in the bushes. Like, that sounds like a large animal of some form. And so I'm looking, trying to see, like, is it a deer? And of course I'm thinking, is it a bear? And not, I of course want to exercise like appropriate caution around large animals and respect them and everything. I wasn't particularly concerned. Although they are reintroducing grizzlies into Washington. I'm sure there's probably still some here, but I know a lot of them have like died off or whatever. So anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. The point is, I could see through the bushes, after, a minute of like looking around where it was, the animal, a fairly large animal, and it was brown and like fuzzy. It wasn't totally clear if it was like, so like color wise could have been a black bear, because obviously black bears can be different, colors, cinnamon and whatnot. Could have been a deer, but all told, and I tried to kind of like not follow it. I didn't like go toward it or anything, but it sounded like it was going one way, and so I kind of walked up the trail in that direction. And it kind of like went away. So I don't actually know what it was. My best guess is a bear. I'm gonna say like be 75 to 80% sure. And the reason is because like just the sound it was making in the bushes was very much like a trundling sound that I feel like deer don't usually make. And also when I saw it move, it just wasn't making like smooth movements like a deer usually would. It was a little bit more like flop, 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 like I would, like bears that I've seen. So, and also just the location it's in, it was more in kind of like brushy area. I guess deers can be in brushy area too, but anyway, I'm going with bear. I have no proof of this, really no even evidence other than my description, but may or may not have just seen my first bear on the PCT. So you can be the judge of that. Oh, and I forgot to say this. I think I forgot to say this. I guess I just won't include this video if I already said this, but the other reason I think it's a bear is because when I saw its fur, it looked like the color could belong to a bear or a deer, but it looked more like fluffy, like a little bit more furry than a deer usually is. So that's the other reason that I am leaning toward bear.
All right, we're trying to find this new Hiker Hostel Lodge thing. New this year, or thereabouts. Skycomish Outfitters Lodge and Resupply. And they don't have a marking on Far Out yet. So I'm following Gaia and the Far Out topo and turning left at this colored wristband. And going what looks to be pretty much straight down. It was decided that I would be sent ahead to scout things out at this place where we're hopefully staying the night. Only about halfway down. Have slipped about 3 times. I think Pamela's gonna hate this, unfortunately. Trail took us out past this cabin. It says Yodelin Ski Area. Hot tub's running. The rest of it looks pretty well boarded up. This is very hard to get to. Here it is? Question mark? Oh, yes. PCT info board.
Y'all, it has been chaotic. It has been chaotic. Long story short, I got a lot to do, so don't have a lot of time, but we made it to the Stevens Pass. What is this place called? Skycomish.
Outfitters Lodge and Resupply.
Outfitters Lodge and Resupply, yep. We got a room. Very interesting situation. Very interesting. As you can see, we haven't put our sheets on the bed yet. The floor is extremely dirty. I think just because, oh, you can't even really tell, but there's like pine needles everywhere. Presumably because other hikers are in here and they just kind of like, I don't know, get dirt everywhere and don't clean it up. It's not great. There's a vacuum though, so that's good. None of this is the point. The point is we got here and none of our packages were here. Our carefully packed resupply for my mom, not here. Our little like Amazon orders, Henry's lightning cable, and my like the little thing because I can't upload videos very often because we like never have good enough service or Wi-Fi. We like hardly ever have service and the Wi-Fi has not been good places. So anyway, I was needing to get a thumb drive for my like a lightning thumb drive to keep videos on because my phone keeps filling up. Not here. It was like undeliverable by UPS because of like an address issue from like the owner here who like, it's just, everything is like very unclear about this place, which is fine. It's like, it's kind of like it's a new thing. So it's like, I think it's going to be good, but it has like a lot of growing pains at the beginning. We are experiencing some of those. So anyway, none of our resupply was here, but I was just going to show you my resupply in a pinch because they had a few things here. A lot of the stuff they have is for like people with stoves, or making it work. So I'll show you what we have. Okay, so they did have some chicken. Haven't tried this, so just plain white chicken. Unflavored tuna, you know, not the best, but it is tuna and I'm happy for that. We are having potatoes for lunch because they don't have, what's that stuff called? Tortillas. That's what it is, tortillas. I was having these for lunch. I got peanut butter, so I guess I'm just gonna eat peanut butter and then eat potatoes. I don't really know. Maybe I won't even do that. I have no idea. I was just, and oh, the other thing is we had 5 minutes to purchase all of this. So it was very chaotic. I have some bars. I've never had a Think bar before, so guess I will now. This was leftover. And then a lot of nuts, because this is like the other thing that they had. So that's the resupply. They didn't have this. This just has a tiny bit in it and it's from before, so that's gonna get eaten and tossed. Some M&M packets for dessert. And I did get a little electrolyte / again, kind of more the taste of it for me, but it also has caffeine in it, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, making it work, people, making it work. Well, at least we know the pillows are clean. This one is literally still in the wrapper on the floor. How you doing, Henry?
Struggling. I want to go back to trail.
It's been a little stressful. On a brighter note, here's a ski made into a light. And Henry has kindly laid out our stuff to try to air out. And we're trying to send some snow stuff home. And yeah. So there's like no air conditioning in here. It's like 1,000,000 degrees even though it's like cold outside. So I cracked the windows a little bit, but there weren't screens, so I was just like hoping bugs wouldn't come in. And then we realized there were other windows that did have screens, so we opened those. In the interim, a bug got in, a big, nasty looking moth. He finally landed on the door, and I was like, I'm gonna get him. So took Henry's folded up sleeping pad and got him, one fell swoop. He fell into our inflating bag on the floor for the pad, but I need to show you what he left behind. Look at this. It's like he was made of dust or something. And Henry's had this happen another time. Do moths just like disintegrate when you kill them? It's very weird. He's down here. Oh no, he's still moving. Oh my gosh, I need to take care of I need to take care of this, but what is going on? This is, I don't know.